Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mayor's Monday message for October 15th, 2018. I'm going to start by congratulating the homecoming court at William Penn and also the Bearcats for getting back on track with another win against Southwestern for the homecoming game. Congratulations. I had my own kind of special day with the York City School District on Friday. I had just a wonderful time out at Devers Elementary School, meeting with so many of the kids from kindergarten through 6th grade and getting to meet each one individually and answering their questions and talking to them about their ideas of how we can make York better. So thank you to the classes and the teachers and administration out at Devers Elementary School. You made me feel very welcome, and I had an absolutely wonderful time. Wanted to address again, we've been having so much sorrow out in the West End with the violent activities, with the deaths, and nothing in government goes fast enough, especially not fast enough for me. I want to see things happen, but we were able to assist this last week with helping to make some of the last improvements that are needed to the new Championship Community Center out on the 400 block of West King Street. So we're very excited to be working with Salem Square Community Association, Cindy Dotson, the Shine Foundation, Peter Botros, and many others that are going to be working out of the community center there. And we'll definitely be getting that open within 2 months, but hopefully a lot sooner than that. The final materials have arrived to finish the walls and the floors and do some more work over there. And we'll definitely have that center open before the end of the year. So, part of my commitment to the community was to get more community centers open. We're also going to be using that community center as a training ground for more community organizers, community coordinators, to then start doing more work in the K through 8 schools around the city and get more programs open later in the evening there. I know it's been a couple months, a month or so since we got approval to use the schools, but now we're having to do all the work to get the right people in place to make sure the schools get open and have more activities to give the kids better things to do than to be out running around the streets and getting in trouble. So I'm just very thankful that we're going to be getting the West End Center open. There's also movement on getting a new center open at the Sylvia Newcomb Center. What was the Sylvia Newcomb Center, or the Children's Home of York most recently, but out at Pine Street and East Philadelphia Street, looking to get a new center open out there. So it'll give more things: job training, English as a second language, activities for the kids, all sorts of things to improve the lives of the people of the city. So I'm very excited about that. Wanted to thank the budget team. You don't see them, but they've been in here on the weekends. They've been in here late Fridays. This is the first budget for our administration, and we're working very hard on it. We don't yet. I know some folks have been waiting to see the draft budget. We're not even quite there at having a preliminary draft budget, but we want to make sure that the numbers are close, that the revenues are meeting the expenses. We want to make sure that all that stuff is close before we release that first draft. So we will have that coming out to you sometime soon. And of course, the budget is due by the second meeting in November to the City Council. We will have the mayor's budget meetings coming up before that. So a lot of activity around this building right now. Finally, I just wanted to thank everybody that was involved in Ratchet Fest. I know it's a funny name, but it's a great cause. The folks out at Vellens are working to create classes for people so that they can learn some basic maintenance of their cars. There are a lot of little things that we can do to keep our cars going well that, if we take them into the garage, could cost us hundreds of dollars. So in a community where a lot of people need to save $10, need to save $20, this is a great cause. And I was happy to take many pies to the face to try and raise money. I hope some of that either video or pictures get out there, because that was an absolute great time with Council Vice President Sandy Walker, who walked right into it and took it like a champ. And I want to thank Sandy. That was a lot of fun. Megan Givens and Kristen Phillips Hill and Mike Jones were out there. And then Cal Weary came in, making a late appearance, but taking the bulk since he had no protective gear on. He took the bulk of getting a bunch of whipped cream pies. Everybody had a lot of fun. And it was a great festival for the East End, and I was excited to be a part of that. So thanks everybody that participated in that. And this is a pretty short message. Just hope that everybody's keeping warm. Make sure that we did have an incident this week with carbon monoxide where some people got sick. You know, this is the time of year where people are starting up their heaters. They haven't, their heating systems, they haven't used them. Be really careful. Watch out for each other, because we had some people that got really sick from carbon monoxide coming from their heating system. So if you can, make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector. If you need help with that, with knowing what to get, you can call our fire department, and they can help you out and give you some advice on that. But, you know, smoke detectors are really important. But this time of year, carbon monoxide can be really dangerous. So while you're staying warm, as the temperatures get cooler, make sure you're being safe. So everybody stay warm as it gets chilly, and get your coats out. And I'll see you out around York City. Have a great week. Thank you.